Hello guys, it's me, Red the Epic Dinosaur, and today with something of a bonus, something that I really wanted to cover and I didn't have the chance to cover on my weekend schedule that I usually have for the channel, and I just decided to, why not, let's actually cover this vehicle. So the vehicle in question is the Lotus Esprit V8, part of the monthly update from Forza Horizon 5. And what is all about this vehicle? Well, let's start with the styling. The styling is a beautiful car. It's basically one of the latest iterations, if not the basically the last iteration of the Lotus Esprit. Yes, I know we have some concepts back then that teased the return of the Esprit, but they never got actually achieved. So basically this is the last iteration of this car, and man, it's all 90s styling right here. Pop-up headlights, really cool design, kinda inspired on the Lamborghini Diablo and the Ferrari F355 and all these Italian sports cars, but with its British twist. And it's something that I really like. The V8, even when it's not an American engine like an LS1 or a Ford or something like that, is actually pretty good, and you will see it on the performance. Is really well behaved. So let's talk about that then. So the performance is really mixed up. Well, we have really good handling on this car. This car is really good when it comes to tracks and even some sprints. Is really well behaved, easy to drive. Even an A800, it just drives insanely good. It just feels very well behaved, and that's like my main focus of this car. It's really easy to drive, even for its kind of 90s styling, that you think the behavior of these cars are quite erratic and difficult and a bit challenging. On this case, this is a Lotus. Lotus is always focused on actually achieving the performance through, lightweight and actually handling than actual power and all that stuff that many hypercars of today actually want to basically focus on. And it's a really fantastic car to drive, even for, again, racing, but at the same time, if you want to just drive it around, it's just perfect as that. It's just perfect for that. Let's continue for the top speed and acceleration. That thing they are their biggest flaws. The acceleration is not there, even when it's a V8 is not there. The acceleration. It takes its time to win a lot of speed, so at the same time it's a not very good car for a straight line, because again, that V8, it takes its time to mount that speed, and due to the lack of acceleration at the start could be a bit inconvenient, because you will have a few cars that actually could be having four-wheel drive, or at the same time really just have really good accelerations to pass you up. But don't you worry, that's why the handling part is really important for this car, because in the first corner you're probably gonna be overtaking them, because you will have the chance to actually to retain more speed on a corner than some of these vehicles. So again, it's a Lotus, and just take the philosophy of Colin Chapman, that basically prioritize handling and that performance section over top speed and a big engine and all that stuff. So all the philosophy Lotus is on that, and on the Esprit is basically there. So how do you win this car? Well, it's very easy. You need to go to the championship that is dedicated to Lotus and just basically win it, and after that you get the car. And you can just do it with, if you have the basically one of the car packs with the Lotus Emira, but if not, you can just take any Lotus that you have that accomplishes the A800 requirements that the championship is asking for. So just keep on mind that out. But again, I'm impressed with this vehicle. I usually, again, don't cover cars from returning games, because, well, again, you should actually know what you're facing, especially if you're a returning player. And it's like, okay, You know, it's not a new car. It's something that we have back, and you kind of get the idea of what this car is gonna be. But for me, especially, this is a car that I was looking forward to, and maybe in the future, if this sticks around, maybe I will cover more returning vehicles. But let's try it out on this first episode and see what it's all about. But again, pretty cool car. I really enjoy it, and I'm glad that basically all this waiting paid really good, because one of the things that I really like is a car that actually drives very well over having a lot of power and a lot of acceleration. That basically is a car that is just for a straight line, but when it comes to a corner, it just completely obliterates itself because it's not able to take it. But in this case, it's a really well-behaved car, and it's something I really appreciate personally. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the Lotus Esprit V8, if you were looking forward to, if you're not, and what do you think about these returning vehicles from older Forzas coming to Forza Horizon 5, and if you think these vehicles should be on day one. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you very much, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.